Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a market update as of December 2024, so a January market update for Wake County. I'm also able to run market updates for other counties as well, so if you want or need another county, let me know in the comments. I primarily work in Wake County, and that's why we're focusing on that today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the average sales price of Wake County. You can see that over the past 3 years, since 2021, this price has steadily increased, which is not really a surprise. Real estate almost always appreciates in value. So as of right now, our average sales price is $578,425. Depending on where you are in Wake County, that can differ by neighborhood, by just whatever area you might be in. So this can always be narrowed down to a more localized market once you figure out where you want to be or where you are in selling your home. Let's see. The next statistic we're going to look at is days on market. Despite what has been said in news outlets and the media, our days on market has actually continued to go down. So it peaked in January of 2023 at 53 days on market and has gotten lower over time, with the lowest average days on market being April 2024. And as of December 2024, average days on market in Wake County is 24 days. The average original list price of these homes was $569,782. This is also steadily increased, which makes sense with the sales price steadily increasing. But this is a number that sellers should be paying attention to. The percent of an original list price that sold was 97.2%. And so there's about a 3% difference as to the amount of homes that are selling at that original list price. So about 3% of those originally listed homes are making an adjustment. The percentage of the last list price sold was at 98.7%. So sellers are becoming a little bit more negotiable. And it's super important, if you are a seller, to make sure that you are consulting with your real estate agent and figuring out what the market value of your home is versus what you think is appropriate to list it at, and working with your agent to find a number that works for you and works for the market. Another important stat that I want us to take a look at is shows per listing. To nobody's surprise, during the pandemic, these numbers were very high, the highest being of May 2021 at 16.6 showings per listing, dropping down to 4.4% at December 2022. This was when rates started to creep up. And now we're only at 4.7 shows per listing. So if you are a seller and you are receiving offers, I would take them seriously, because you might not be getting quite as many showings as you were a few years ago. So always remember, everybody can win in a transaction, especially when you have a great agent on your side. So terms are probably going to be more negotiable as opposed to a few years ago. Take a look at the number of homes for sale. This number has kind of fluctuated up at the end of 2023 and then is kind of coming back down. Right now, there are 2,500-ish homes for sale in Wake County. So if you're a buyer, you have lots of options. The next stat we're going to take a look at is month supply. This number increased a lot when rates went up. We had about a 2.7 month supply of homes, and it's kind of coming back down. Right now, Wake County finished December 2024 at 1.9 months supply. This tells me that it is still a seller's market. However, I have seen sellers become more negotiable with their terms, and buyers have time to be a little bit more picky about finding the right home for them but there is not a huge supply. So for folks who are coming from out of town or out of state, I definitely recommend looking at new construction neighborhoods so that you can find the right home for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a resale home, but it can be. So buyers and sellers have options as to what they want to list for, what they want to look for in a home. And as a real estate agent, you should take this with a grain of salt, but I do think that there is no really playing the market. You should buy or sell your home when it is right for you, and that can happen, especially when you have a great agent on your side. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that seeing the numbers of Wake County was helpful for you if you are thinking about moving here or you're thinking about selling your home here in Wake County. As always, reach out with any questions. You can comment. You can reach out to me with my phone number in the description below. As always, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Hey folks, good morning. This is Ben McElroy with Guild Mortgage here. That's January 8th, and we're kicking off the 2025 year with a lot going on, a lot of questions about where the mortgage markets are heading. Are mortgage interest rates going up? Are they going down? Why are they doing either? The Fed just recently cut interest rates, and yet it seems like mortgage rates have actually risen some. And so what's really going on? Wanted to clear some of that up for you as we head into the new year, but the mortgage-backed securities market is really, truly at a mortgage crossroads on which way interest rates are going in 2025. That's the honest truth, is we truly are at a crossroads. If inflation continues to decline and at the same time the federal budget deficit can shrink, then mortgage rates will absolutely have a better chance of going lower. Along with that, though, it will be impossible for mortgage rates to go lower if inflation is increasing and the federal budget deficit continues to increase. And so really at the crux of all of this is President-elect Trump. His inauguration, of course, is January 20th, and the markets are really waiting on some more clarity from who, he will put in specific important government positions, whether it's the Treasury Secretary, the CFPB, and some other positions. And really what executive actions he might take, as it relates to government spending and the economy at large. So really the markets are attempting to basically estimate the impact of his potential tariffs on the economy and on consumer prices, and also how successful Donald Trump will be at really cutting government spending. The amount of federal tax revenues that will be coming in as we start into tax season is another thing that we're going to be looking at as we move into 2025. So there's a lot of different things that are more to come, sorts of situations that will really provide more clarity on where interest rates are going as we move throughout the year. So obviously the ideal scenario for lower mortgage rates would be if Trump can help the economy grow without reigniting inflation, and at the same time making sure that we reduce federal spending. These would all combine to support lower interest rates across the board, including mortgage interest rates. Now, if inflation, continues to go higher, it's going to be near impossible for mortgage rates to not follow higher. The mortgage, markets will be really evaluating every single new announcement coming from the Trump administration through the lens of all of these factors we're talking about. And it will be very case by case as we move through the months. So that's why there's so much volatility, is because there's just so many different things that can push mortgage interest rates up or down. But what does all this mean for you, the buyer? In times like today, where the markets are uncertain on which way interest rates are going up, going down, this could be the best time to buy with a 30-year fixed rate, prepayable mortgage. The home buyer fully protects themselves from any future scenario where mortgage rates rise, but they get the full benefit of a scenario where interest rates decline by doing a no-cost refinance if those rates drop. So, the U.S. is the only nation in the world where a person can buy a home, lock it in at a 30-year fixed interest rate, have the right to refinance to lower that interest rate at any time without any penalty or a lockout period. And this is a heads you win, tails you win economic outcome for you, the home buyer. And, taking my own advice here, 2 weeks ago, my wife and I purchased our first home together as a married couple. So, is the right time now to buy, with all this uncertainty? I'm taking my own advice. I would say absolutely yes. If you'd like to entertain more conversation around what works for you specifically, and is this the right time for you, and what does all this mean in your life, would love to talk with you. give me a call. We'll talk when we can. Bye for now.